another reading vlog. That is a good idea. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh my god. Hi everyone, welcome to the beginning of a new reading vlog. This is going to be part 2 to my reading new releases video that I filmed while I had my wisdom teeth removed. So I think I have like 3 or 4 new releases on my shelves that I want to get done before the end of the year. And then Elizabeth Acevedo's, I want to read hers during this vlog, and it came out yesterday, so it should be in the mail, and because I pre-ordered it, so it should be on its way here. But I'm going to start the reading vlog by reading Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo. And this is the second book in the, I think it's called the Alex Stern series. In the first book we follow Alex, or her name is Galaxy, but she goes by Alex. And she has been invited to start taking, to enroll in, is the camera crooked? Yeah. So Alex has been invited to enroll as a Harvard or Yale student. I think she's at Yale. I take that back. She's at Yale. A Yale student, because they there's all these secret societies in Yale, but Alex has been invited to join Leigh, which is kind of like the overhead of all of these secret societies, where they have to like keep everyone, all these other secret societies in check and make sure that they're following all of the rules. And so Alex has been invited to join Leigh and Yale because she has the ability to see ghosts. And so they think that will be an advantage to their organization. So they invite her to join Yale so she can be a part of this secret organization. Now Alex, in the first book, we like follow her her very dark past with being able to see ghosts and everything. And so when she joins this school, we see peeks into how dangerous and scary her life was before she came to this university. But then she joins this university, and her dealing with all of these secret societies is kind of scary as well, because in the first book they're kind of trying to solve a murder, and then the guy that trained her when she first joined Leigh, he has been missing for I think a semester or something like that. So and all these secret societies are like up to no good, but she's kind of there to regulate everything. And even though everything is regulated, some of the stuff they're doing is still like they're taking advantage of the less fortunate. But yeah, I'm curious to see what's going to happen in this one, in the second installment. I don't know if there's going to be more after this book. And also I reread Ninth House at the end of last year, and on my initial read I gave it 5 stars, but on my reread I ended up giving it 4 stars. And I was just annoyed by Alex's I'm not like other girls attitude. Like I was just kind of over it. I know she's been through some stuff, but she was just, the way she was treating other people, it was just kind of off-putting. So I wonder how I'm gonna feel about this one, and we'll see. Follow me along. Hi, okay, let me pause this. Hey everybody, I'm back for a quick update. I'm 50 pages into Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo. And like I said earlier, right now what's going on, a Galaxy, or Alex, is still at Yale, part of the secret society, Leigh. And her and the other girl that she's working with in this society are looking for the guy that we were looking for in the first book still. That's kind of what's going on. Darlington was the guy that trained Alex for her position she's currently in, and he's been missing. Like he got lost in some kind of realm. They say the depths of HE double hockey sticks. That's where he is. So they're trying all of these rituals and trying to find all of these artifacts to find him. And nothing has been successful as of yet. And it's funny because I'm glad I reread this book, because my understanding from my first read is that, like when I was trying to remember what happened in the first book before my reread, I remembered him coming back. But he isn't back yet. They're still looking for him in this book. And then Alex also has something going on shady with the people she used to hang around before she went to Yale. So that's all that's happened thus far, and I'm enjoying everything so far. There's nothing that's putting me off yet. So yeah, I'll update you. Oh, we're supposed to be going to the farmers market today. There's a watermelon festival today, and we're about to just go see what's going on there, and I'll keep y'all updated. Talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Okay, everybody, we're back from the farmers market. I didn't get a lot. I got like a little lemonade drink, watermelon lemonade, and then I got a t-shirt, just a Michael Jackson t-shirt, and then there was a black owned puzzle company there, and I was literally just looking for this, and I got 2 puzzles. Well, my sister, she got a third one. I should have brought that, but here's one. Look how cool. And this is the other one I got. It's a black fairy, and here's the artist. Her name is Daniel B from North Carolina. And I wish I had the third one. I'll show it to y'all later if I bring it upstairs. But that's all I got from the farmers market. I think we're about to go somewhere else, go see a scary movie, and go somewhere else. Where are we supposed to be going? I don't remember, but we're supposed to be going somewhere else. But I'll talk to y'all later. Hopefully by the next time I talk to y'all, I've read more. But yeah, bye. Bye-bye. Here is the third, quickly, here's the third puzzle. It's just a girl with book pages for hair. Oh, this is a different artist. This is by Tony Tria. Good job, girl. Hi guys, we have another Carter update. I'm on page 140. Let me double check. Yeah, 140 of Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm waiting for it to get in like the swing of things. It's moving pretty slowly right now. What I can say is that it's much more darker, or much more dark than the previous book, or what's that one called? Ninth House. The first book dealt a lot more with grays, as they call them, or like ghosts, and delving into the underworld and just talking to ghosts and that kind of thing, and summoning ghosts, and spells, consumption spells, and that kind of thing. And in this one, we moved on to demons, and it's just scary. Some scary stuff going on. And what else can I say? Yeah, it's like I think if this one is more also has more like riddles. Like we have a character, I don't want to say which character, who is kind of like speaking in riddles, and our main character, along with the girl that she's working with in Leigh, they're kind of trying to put these riddles together to find one thing, and then once they find that piece of the puzzle, then they move on to the next piece of the puzzle. And then there's also another mystery similar to the first book, where we have well, multiple murders now that we're also trying to solve with the local police officer who is employed by the secret society Leigh, that we're trying to solve. So we have demons and a murder mystery so far, but I'm curious to see what else is, how all of this is gonna get cleared up and get moving on with the black, because right now I think it's moving kind of slow. But yeah, I'm about to go to bed. Good night, y'all. Carter's already asleep and I'm next. Hey y'all, I'm back with an update. I finally feels like I've been reading this book forever, but I finally finished Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo. And honestly, y'all, I don't have many nice things to say about Miss Girl. Okay, so this is the second book, so I'm probably gonna give. So the first book is about the secret societies at Yale University and how Alex, or Galaxy Stern, has been invited to join like the overseer of all of these secret societies, which is called Leigh. She's invited, or Leigh. I'm not 100% sure how it's pronounced, but she's there to kind of monitor all these other secret societies and make sure they're following the laws or rules of secret society-ness. And so in the first installment, we know that her mentor is missing. Something did some ritual where he ended up going missing. And so she's kind of like teaching herself throughout this whole process. So in the second book, we're still looking for Darlington, her mentor. And yeah, so that's, if you don't want to hear any spoilers about that, I would leave now. So, well, I guess I'm not going to be spoiling anything, so you can stay. But the way I felt about this book is I feel like it went off the rails of what it was initially about. I understand that in a second installment of a book, you want to expand the world and the magic system and dive deeper into that world, but I feel like we didn't dive deeper into what the first book was about. I feel like we just diverged onto a different path, and it didn't really make sense to me, and I just wasn't connecting with the story because it wasn't really what I was expecting to get from the second novel. I wanted the continuation of what the first book was about, with digging deeper into what these secret societies do and what rituals we can use from these secret societies in order to get Darlington back. But I just feel like it went off the rails. Like, there were slight spoilers if you don't want to hear them. There were vampires. There were demons. It was just off the rails. And I was like, girl, I didn't sign up for this. So that's why I ended up giving Hellbent 3 stars. Not for me. I don't know. If I'm purchasing the next book, I'll probably just listen to it on audiobook. So yeah, that's my update for that. And I've already started, well, not really, I've only read the first chapter. This is the next book I'm reading for this reading vlog, Family Lore by Elizabeth Acevedo, the Great. This is an automatic buy because Elizabeth Acevedo is the writer. So I have no idea what this is about, like literally no clue what this is about, what genre it is, how it's written. I know nothing. I just bought it because her name is on the book. So I'm going to see what this is about, and I'll check in with y'all once I've gotten more into this, because I've literally read the first chapter, and it's about an older lady planning her own funeral. That's all I got. So I'll tell y'all more about what it's about when I read more. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Okay, y'all, I'm back with an update. I meant to give y'all one last night, but I was tired. But I'm on like page, well, I'm not going to get the book out, but I'm on page like 80 something, 81 I think, or maybe further along in Family Lore. And y'all, all I got to say is this is my kind of book. I'm sorry for this glare. But we're following a family that has immigrated from the Dominican Republic to New York City. And it's the mother, like, okay, so there's called the Madre family, I think. But their mother and father remained in Dominican Republic, and then there were 5 siblings that moved to New York. And each of them have these, well, not all of them, but some of them have affinities, where like one sister, she can predict when somebody is gonna die. One has kind of like a truth teller, like she can tell when somebody's lying to her, and so on and so forth. And then their kids, we also follow their kids, and the story, I think, is being told from one of the granddaughters' perspective, and she's kind of an anthropologist, and she's kind of writing her family story. But I love these kind of stories where you're kind of like a fly on the wall in like these families' business, knowing all their deepest, darkest secrets. I'm just loving it so far. But I'll give y'all an update when I get further along. I'm at the optometrist right now. So I'm probably gonna read in there if I have to wait. I shouldn't have to wait because it's 8 o'clock. My appointment is at 8:20, so I should be the first one they call back, you know. But yeah, we'll see how if I have to wait. Like if something, you know, they have to call my insurance. I don't know. I haven't been to the optometrist in so long, but I'm excited to get a new pair of glasses because I haven't been to the optometrist. How many times I'm gonna say optometrist? But I haven't been in a while, so I know my prescription is gonna change. But I'll give y'all an update when I get further along in the book. But right now, it's going good. Hi everyone, I'm back for an update. I finished Family Lore by Elizabeth Acevedo. If you don't know, I don't know if I gave a summary of it because I didn't know what it's about. So Family Lore follows the 6 women, 4 sisters and 2 nieces, and we're following their life in the present and in their past, but mostly in their past, following a timeline of their present. So one of the sisters, Flor, she has the ability to sense when somebody is going to die and when they're going to die soon. And another sister has this ability to make tonics and herbal teas for health reasons, and another sister can tell when somebody's lying. She has like a little truth detector in her or something. But Flor is kind of what the whole story is kind of centered around, in my opinion, because she's watching this documentary about living wakes, and she decides that she wants to have a living wake. So she organizes this wake, and she's inviting everybody, and everybody's confused, like, why are you planning a wake? What is this reason? Because they know about her power, and they're suspecting that it's because she may be dying soon, but they're not 100% sure because she's just kind of this, I wouldn't say eccentric, but she's kind of an off-the-wall type of lady. And so the story follows this timeline of the wake. So it's like 3 days until the wake, or the day before the wake, in different sections of the book. So Flor's daughter, Ona, she is an anthropologist, and we realize reading the book that she is the one transcribing, I guess could be a word, transcribing or interviewing her family members to kind of get this family lore that we're reading. So we later find that out in the story. But I just loved reading about these women's lives, and you feel like they believe that they're all so different and they're nothing like their family member, but they all kind of have similarities. And especially like the parents, where they had like these animosities towards their mother, but when they have their own daughter, they realize why that parent did that, or they learn from their mom's mistakes, or they do the same thing, and it's kind of, but they don't realize it, they don't click, they don't put it together, they don't let it click in their head. And I just really enjoyed this. Elizabeth Acevedo's writing is amazing as always. The only thing, I gave this 4 out of 5 stars, I didn't say the rating, but the only thing, which I think is intentional, so it's kind of like personal preference, is I like happy endings, and I like when everything is wrapped up in a bow. Not saying that this doesn't have a happy ending, but everything wasn't tied up with a pretty bow. Like they were preparing for that next step where everything would be all right. But when you finish this book, you just still don't feel like everything's going to be all right. And I think that was 100% intentional. There are times I've seen opinions where people think this is kind of boring and slow, and there are those moments, and that's probably why I'm not giving it a 5-star, because of the lagging feeling. But I just I loved reading and enjoyed reading this family lore of these women in this family and how they relate and how they don't relate, and it was just 4 out of 5 stars. That's all I can say about this at the moment. And I think the last update I gave y'all, this vlog has been going on so long because Hellbent it took me so long to read that book. But I went to Half Price Books because I told y'all I needed the Agatha Christie books and Hunger Games. I was looking for that. So when I went to my dad's house a few weeks ago, I was telling him, because in one of my videos I unhauled a paperback copy of Hunger Games because I was like, I don't have the rest of the series, and if I wanted to get the series, I wanted it in hardback. And I was telling my dad this, and he was like, oh, I have the other hardback. So he had I don't have them with me. Where are they? Oh, they're out there. But he gave me Catching Fire and Mockingjay in hardback, and he was like, I have them. So I have those, and so I went to Half Price Books last weekend to get the first copy. So I found it at Half Price Books. I don't have the price on here. I guess I took the sticker off already. Oh, I know I took the sticker off. But the day before, I had gone to another Half Price Books closer to me, and they didn't have Hunger Games in hardback, but they did have The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. But I didn't pick it up then because it had an ugly Walmart sticker on it that didn't look like it would come off. And I said that when I go to Half Price Books tomorrow in Dallas, I'm going to see if they have a better copy, because I did not want to struggle to get that sticker off. But they didn't have it, so I went back and picked this up at the Half Price Books closer to my house. But I got the sticker off, so it all worked out in the end. So I have a complete set. I don't have it with me right now. I'll probably show it in another video. But I now have a complete set of the Hunger Games. And then the Agatha Christie books. So I went to the first Half Price Books I went to didn't have Death on the Nile or A Haunting in Venus. Is that what it's called? I can never think of the name of the movie that's about to come out soon. They didn't have that, but they did have this one, Closed Casket, which I picked up because I might as well get it. It won't hurt anything. And I'll see. Because I like Agatha Christie's. I've only read one. I've only read Murder on the Orient Express, but I really enjoyed it. And so then when I went to the second Half Price Books to pick up the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, I found Death on the Nile for $11.99, but it was 20% off because it was Labor Day weekend. And I think this is the edition that they're remaking all of their books in. And I wonder if I should get Murder on the Orient Express. But I probably would only get it if I can find it used. But I found this at Half Price. And then Barnes & Noble, I had emailed me a 50% off our hardcover book. And so I stopped there and just looked around. And that's when I found this one, Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. And what I didn't know, and I later found out when I was trying to find a used copy of Haunting in Venice, that's not a book, and the movie is based on this book. So I bought this book in preparation for the movie. So if you didn't know, now you know that the Haunting in Venice movie that's about to come out by Agatha Christie, this is the book it's based on. The book is not called A Haunting in Venice. But now that I finished Family Lore, I'm going to try to read one more new release. And it's another contemporary, and it's a YA, so it shouldn't take me long. It's very tiny, and it's Chaos Theory by Nick Stone. And am I tripping, or does this look like Nick Stone? Like, this is her on her cover. Let me see. Like, this is her on her own book. But I'm excited to read this one. I enjoy most of Nick Stone's books. The only book I think I haven't read by her is her middle grade book, but I'm not 100% sure. Off the top of my head, I think I've read everything by her except her middle grade and this one, but I'm not sure what this is about, and I'm excited to find out. But I'll update y'all when I get back home, because I have a lot of errands to run. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places, and it's just like where I used to live. This wouldn't be a big deal, but where I live now, I feel like everything is spread out, so it's gonna take me a while. I'm hoping to get home by 2 o'clock at least. Let's see, and then I'll start reading, but I'll update y'all then. Bye bye. Hi everyone, I'm here to wrap up this reading vlog for my new releases, the second part of my new releases for 2023. First we're going to start off with the book that hasn't had an update yet, and that is Chaos Theory by Nick Stone. This book follows Andy and Shelby, and just to get it out of the way, if you have there's a trigger warning or content warning for self-harm, depression, alcoholism, bipolarism. Is that a word? I feel like it's not a word, but all of those are trigger warnings. So we start off with Andy. Both of them are about to graduate from high school, but Andy has texted Shelby thinking that she is his ex-girlfriend. He's drunk texting her, and she tells him, all I need for you to do is not drive. But he ends up not listening. He gets into a bad accident where he doesn't hurt anyone, but he hurts his car, and so he's on probation. And so they start this text relationship where they're getting to know each other, and they're like joking, and then obviously it's revealed that who each other are, and they become really close friends. Shelby, she has been diagnosed with being bipolar in California before she moved to Atlanta. This book takes place in Atlanta, and she has a hard time getting close to new people because she doesn't want to have to explain her being bipolar to her friends, or have to explain any episodes or anything that is connected to being bipolar. And because she's been hurt by it from before. So they're just discussing this book. We're just seeing these two people who are both going through some really tough times, and how they're coping with it and moving through the hardships with that. But I really enjoyed it. It was a very quick read. It's very short, like Nick Stone's books usually are, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Oh, I have a really good quote from it, just so I won't forget. I wrote it down. Serenity to accept what I can't change, courage to change what I can, and wisdom to know the difference. And that was on page 63. I really enjoyed that quote. Next, I'm going to wrap up Family Lore by Elizabeth Acevedo. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars as well. It was a really heartwarming family story of chronological. This is a very good story. This was a good story of learning the history of this family and how they brought that history from the Dominican Republic to the United States, New York City, and how it's moving through generations, and the similarities and the differences between each other, and how they're coping with things that have happened in their past and they're still dealing with in the present. It was just beautiful, very heartwarming. I can't wait to see what Elizabeth Acevedo does next. I know that's kind of taboo because she just came out with this one and I'm expecting more, but I just love reading her writing. She's a beautiful writer. 4 out of 5 stars. And next, the book that took me forever to wrap up this blog. It took me forever to get to the next book. I feel like I read this book. It took me so long to read this book. Oh, you can't even see it. Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo. Y'all, I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. I'm not purchasing the next book. I have the first book here, I enjoyed the first book, but the way that the story is progressing into the second book and maybe the third, I'm not interested in holding on to the series anymore. I'll probably read the audiobook when it comes out, but I'm kind of through with this series. These seem like 2 different stories to me. But that's fine. It's her decision of how she wants to progress her story. And that's it. That's it. But that's everything I read for this reading vlog. I hope you all enjoyed. What new releases have you all read so far this year? And did you enjoy them? How's your reading going this year? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure if you did enjoy it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.